Singles and Adelies here, and today I'm going to be talking about things that I've learned about having dyed hair. Not necessarily just dyed hair problems like the title suggests, it sounded catchier, and I mean it's the main focus of the video, but there's other things. So my returning subscribers might know that I've had dyed hair since about like the beginning of the summer. I've had it blue for like the entire summer, well this blue that faded into like green weird stuff in the summer, and 2 weeks ago I dyed my hair red. Now I don't even know what this is anymore. It's like purple, pink. I like it. It's not red, you know, but it's still a cool color. So during this length of having dyed hair, I did not sentence that properly, but whatever. During this period of time, I've learned some things about having dyed hair, and I've kind of changed the way I do some things to adapt to the hair issue. They're not like big changes, but it still changes. So first of all, I guess while we're on the topic of changes, is showers. So showers are supposed to be a relaxing time when you can just like sit under the hot water and just like think about life and like clean yourself. Not anymore. Showers are stressful times because first of all, you need to take cold ones so that your hair doesn't like lose its color all in one shower because like hot water opens up your hair cuticles or something. I don't remember the exact term, but like if you have a hot shower, the color will seep out faster. And let me tell you something, cold water is not relaxing. And especially when you just dyed your hair a color, you often, when you're showering, see like your hair literally like the color dripping out. I mean, you don't see any changes, but like the color is dripping out with the water. And if you have red hair, it just looks like you're bleeding. It's not a fun sight. On the other hand, when it was blue, I remember I clogged the drain once and just let the bathtub like kind of fill up with like blue anime water, and it was the coolest thing ever. So, I mean, unless you have red hair, that's kind of a plus because, you know, you basically bleed anime and kawaii aesthetic, so that's a cool thing. Now, also on the topic of showers is you're never going to be able to take like the nice towels ever again because your hair just bleeds onto the towels as well. Like, I have a towel that just basically looks like someone bled and died all over it because I used it the first week that I've had red hair. Now actually this doesn't bleed anymore because it's like permanent hair color or something, I don't know. But yeah, the towel looks like a bloody mess, like Dexter style bloody mess. On top of the towel, this poor alpacaso actually like got some blue hair dye on him, and it's kind of sad on his like little collar. Nothing on his fur, but like you can kind of tell there's blue hair dye on his collar somewhere there. It's for some reason not catching up on the camera. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Next thing, also still related to bleeding, hair color and all that, is forget swimming in pools because chlorine will make your hair turn some weird color or just make it fade out. I'm actually lucky enough that this is somehow permanent hair color enough that it doesn't like bleed out and turn into a puddle of red around me when I'm in the pool, because I've got to go to the pool at school for the next 6 weeks. I'm not looking forward to that. This is why my hair is just slowly gonna turn to like some decaying pink color over the next couple of weeks, and then I'm re-dyeing it like probably purple, who knows. But yeah, forget pools and all that. One more thing that you're gonna realize is how fast hair really grows. I think it's something like half a millimeter a day or something if I remember right, which I mean doesn't seem like a lot, but when you don't want it to grow, you end up noticing it a lot more. Like when you have like really bright pastel colored hair or whatever, it's inevitable that like your roots are going to be showing, especially when you have black hair. I'm lucky enough to not have black hair. I have like brown, red, which is still quite visible when it's blue because like it's this really nice blue color and then there's just like this brown strip in your hair. Not fun. So you really have to like re-dye your hair really often to make sure your roots aren't showing. Like I've had my hair red for like the past 2 weeks or whatever, and it's already like showing my roots because they just grow that fast. One thing that's kind of funny about having dyed hair though is like the looks of certain people. Like you're either gonna get like really weird looks or like perplexed looks, or people that are gonna love your hair. By weird looks I kind of mean people like judging you like crazy. Like recently this summer, as my hair was like full on blue, I was going around playing Pokemon Go, and I kid you not, someone was staring at me as if I'd killed their firstborn child. So yeah, apparently you should fear me, the 5'3½", maybe 5'4" girl who can't even push open heavy doors, or that like pushes on pull doors and stuff like that. Apparently I'm a child killer, so Boo. And by perplexed looks, I mean more like little kids who don't like understand the concept of dyeing hair yet, and they're just like, oh my god, she's blue. And sometimes it's just like so funny. Also, one thing I've noticed, like also related to people, is that other people with dyed hair seem to like have a thing with you. Like you'll just like look at each other and be like, yo, you got cool hair, yo, you got cool hair. And like it's pretty neat. And like I've started a conversation with random people just because of like they were like, yo, cool hair. I was like, yo, cool hair. And then we just started talking about hair dye and stuff, and fun. I'm not a very social person usually, and I don't like starting conversations with people because I feel like I'm gonna be awkward or annoying or whatever. So it's pretty cool to actually have like something to talk about with like some random person. The last thing I want to talk about is a little bit of a negative thing. When I had blue hair, especially because school had just finished and I had dyed my hair that color, they thought I was like rebelling or something. Like, if you know me, I don't rebel against like anything. Because a lot of people think that when you dye your hair like a crazy color or whatever and you're a teenager, you kind of like are doing it spontaneously and you're being a teenage rebel or something like that. That kind of bugs me. I mean, some people obviously do it spontaneously and are probably teenage rebels. I'm not. I feel like the majority of us are not. Personally, I just really like cool colors and I really like anime, and I find it's a way of self-expression in a way. I have been wanting colored hair since like 6th grade, so it's definitely not like a spontaneous teenage rebellion thing. It's more of a, I've finally got the guts to do this now thing. Especially when I was at the hairdresser getting my hair done blue for the first time, because I went to the hairdresser twice. Once like while school was still in session, so I was a little bit stressed out of actually having like blue hair in school. I didn't know what people would think, and I ended up backing out the first day because everyone was all like,
oh my god, are you really gonna dye your hair? Are you really gonna like take the color out of your hair? You know it'll come back, right? Your hair is so nice, we're all talking about it in the back.
This and that, because my hair was like a very, I guess, special, you could say, red brown color. Like it wasn't like full-on orange ginger, it was more like subtle ginger, and it had like different highlights and lowlights of different colors, and it's something you can't like redo with dye or whatever. So they were all like so shocked about like me changing my hair color because it was so nice and all that. And just the fact that they were like criticizing, I guess, my decision or whatever really just kind of scared me. And even though I was determined to like want to get this done, I felt like maybe I should just back out. Like I maybe wasn't the right decision, when in fact I had thought about this, I had done so much research, and I really wanted this. I got home feeling really sad that I hadn't done it, I hadn't taken the chance, and we rebooked an appointment like the day after school ended and I got it done blue. And this time, like at first, I got a couple of comments like,
oh my god, you're really doing this, but your hair is so nice.
But then like when it actually turned out blue and it was so nice and everyone was like, oh my god, it looks really nice. And they were all kind of like, okay, she did it, she wanted to do it. As I said, a couple of people I passed by or people I know or family members even were like,
oh my god, it's a teenage rebellion.
Some of them didn't say it, but you could see it in their face that they were like,
what's she doing?
But yeah. But obviously in these situations you really have to look at it like a, you know, I get to do what I want with my own hair kind of situation, and it doesn't matter what other people think because I like it this way. And I've still got to learn that in a way. Most people really think it's like really nice and they think it's so cool that I actually have the guts to dye my hair, but it's just, I guess it's the look of certain passerbys that like really kind of bugs me sometimes. But it's just something you really have to get used to. It's kind of teaching me in a way that my opinion of myself matters more than the opinion of others. Something that I've had a hard time learning, and actually this whole hair color thing has really helped me like kind of not state my opinion, I guess, but more like, yo, I'm me, I get to do what I want, say whatever you want, I don't care, I'm gonna be me. Overall, dyed hair, completely worth all of the little issues that come with it. I mean, you basically get to look like an anime princess or whatever, so like, it's definitely worth it. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below. Do you have colored hair? If so, what color is it? Or do you want to dye your hair? What color would you want it to be? Or do you have any other like things to say about like having dyed hair that you think are pretty cool? because I'd like to know. So leave that down in the comments. And if you are new to this channel and like what you see, please be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. I upload a new video every Wednesday, which is pretty cool. So I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to stay rad and bye!